Dr. Oz, welcome back.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ben.
Our lovely listeners, welcome back to the Back Doctor Back Chat podcast. And the theme of this month is all about pain in the neck pain. And you've actually just completed a neck pain workshop last month.
Yes.
And hey, tell me how that went. You educated all our practice members in the community about what's going on in the neck and the causes of neck pain.
So basically, last month was a really great month. We had a beautiful turnout, large crowd of people.
Nice.
And it was all about just creating more education around how important your neck is to the rest of your body and how important it is to your overall well-being of your health.
Awesome. I love that, Dr. Oz. And I guess this podcast would be great to recap that workshop. And for those of you who missed the workshop, to actually give a summary about neck pain, causes, and solutions.
Yes.
So, the first question that a lot of people ask, I find as a doctor, is what causes neck pain? Or what is neck pain in the first sense?
How deep shall we go?
Let's say I know nothing about neck pain, doc.
Okay. So as a general overview, there's, think of it an umbrella.
Yep.
Okay, umbrellas shielding you for a bunch of rain droplets. And those rain droplets are all a bunch of different reasons of causing neck pain. Okay? But generally, they all fall under a really nice category under that umbrella. And a lot of the time, neck pain is actually caused by subluxation.
Oh, yeah.
And a subluxation is a misalignment of the spine. It's where one bone misaligns out of position, and as a result, it starts to grab on the nerves,
Yep.
and that actually affects the function and flow to the areas of the neck, to the muscles, even traveling further down to the rest of your body as well.
Really?
And it's that repetitive stress on it, that repetitive compression on the nerves that actually start to eventually lead to pain.
Interesting. Really interesting. So in other words, there can be a body signal, a symptom, that's actually coming from a spinal problem.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Really cool to see. And that's, what do you find are some of the biggest things that drive people to come in? What are some of the life effects that really get people in the door from neck pain?
It's something that we don't like to see, but unfortunately it's what people come in with.
Yep.
And a lot of the time, it's not the neck pain, like you said, the life effects. It's usually because people aren't getting good sleep. Okay, it's a really common one. Or the fact that they're not able to focus or not able to work. I've got people not just doing desk jobs, but I've got people doing hard work labouring. Could be doing bricklaying where they're constantly bent forward. Or they're in a machine and they have to put their body in awkward positions. That's where it starts to get interfered with. And now people are slowing down. People aren't even able to work. And they come to us asking for help.
Awesome, and it's good we can help a lot of people with neck pain.
Yeah.
And what's the prevalence of neck pain? Who does it affect most? And at what age do you find is most common, doc?
If you said this to me 20 years ago, I would have said 40 plus. Okay, people that have already put their bodies under stress, been working hard for years and years.
Yep.
But now with technology in the last 20 years, I'm seeing it younger and younger. So 20-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 12-year-olds coming to us with neck problems, poor posture, a loss of curvature in the neck. And when I say loss of curvature, I mean you should have a nice C shape of a curve, but what you find is people go from this C shape to a straight neck. And now, not only that, but they also start having these slouch postures. So you start seeing this at a younger age, at like 8, 9, 10, and that leads into problems into teenage years.
Absolutely.
And you're not even 40 yet, and the problems have already started at such a young age. And that worries me because in the next 20 years of our life, what type of conditions and what type of problems are we going to see in the practice?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the reason why you need to get checked as soon as possible, because can these changes happen without you even feeling anything?
100%, right? When you're younger, you're not designed to feel it.
Yeah.
But the problems start then. And if you don't get it addressed then, it's going to become symptoms.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I 100% agree with you that I think all kids, all children should get checked now for their posture, for their neck, for the rest of their spine,
100%.
so that their problems don't lead into adulthood as well.
Yeah, 100%, Doc. Thanks for that. And I guess that leads into how are chiropractors as doctors different to other healthcare professions in terms of assessing the neck? What makes us unique at the Back Doctor in the way we assess and manage and treat neck pain?
High tech, high touch.
Nice.
Okay, so we use the latest technology. So we do postural assessments, we use palpation,
Yep.
we do x-rays. Okay, we even have our new technology as well called the NSR, the nervous system resistance test as well.
Ah, yeah.
And using these different testing methods, we actually take the time to analyze and be specific in actually what causes or where the subluxations
100%.
may be.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, ideally, no subluxations is great,
Yeah, right.
but it's better to know than not to know.
Yeah. I've never met someone without a subluxation.
It's
right?
so hard these days. So
Modern
much
life is stressful, isn't it?
so stressful.
That's really cool. And chiropractors were holistically trained to look at the body for signs, not just symptoms, but what objective findings are there that are showing that there's a problem here. It could be pain, there couldn't be pain.
I'll make it a specific for everyone listening in and watching this video as well, because certain objective findings are harder for, just people to see when you're not trained to look for it.
Yeah.
But a general consensus is the moment you start to slouch your shoulders, the moment you tend to constantly look down, right? Yeah, more rounded, more hunched.
I already feel it, Doc.
The alarm bell should be ringing. The alarm bell should be ringing, and that should be a sign for you to say, hold up, this isn't a normal postural position. And if I leave it like this, my neck is going to get stiffer. I'm going to start to get degeneration in my neck. It's going to start to pinch on the nerves. It's going to cause pain, dysfunction. It's going to start affecting everything in my life. And it starts. The easiest way to spot that is your poor posture. Another way is like, hey, do I tilt? If I take selfies with my friends or I have photos, do I have a tendency to always tilt my head one way? Or do I tilt the other way? Do I like to hike one shoulder?
Absolutely.
So these are really good ways and easy ways for you to actually see if your posture is poor. And then you can be like, I got to get that checked and fixed.
100%. Goes to say one of the laws of physics and health is structure governs function. If
So
you have
true.
an imbalanced, poor posture, altered structure, you got to have altered function, which can lead to dysfunction and then problems.
So true.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. And so how long does it take to get results from neck pain? A lot of people will come in here, they want answers and they want to know how long, how much, and is chiropractic even safe and effective for their problem? What do you usually tell the average patient, Doc?
The best way I approach it is we've seen hundreds of thousands of cases, and
Nice.
with the cases that we've seen, we've got a pretty good idea of what works for everyone. You don't want to give too little, because if you give too little treatment, you're not actually, there's a chance that you might not fix the problem.
You mean you can't fix me in one visit, Doc?
No. Yeah. There's no such thing as a miracle cure. No such thing. If you want like a pain relief, there's heaps. There's heaps of ways to get pain relief. But if you actually want to fix the problem, I've never heard and never seen of a technique that gets rid of it in one go. Now, with all the cases that we've seen, it's better to take the time to fix it rather than try to fix it in a shorter amount of time. Like everything, if you want to get results, it's the consistency and the time length that gets you the best outcomes.
Makes a lot of sense.
Like a best way I can mention it, Dr. Ben, is you love the gym, you love to train, right?
I do.
So if you were to train for 5 weeks and I was to train for 4 months, who would have better outcomes?
I'd say you, because you trained longer doing the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the same way as if you look after your spine, you look after your neck, the longer you take the time to look after it, treat it, repair it, structurally govern it in a way that it's fixed, that longer time frame is more likely to make it happen.
That's great, Doc. That's an important distinction to make. So what you're saying is healthy behaviours over time actually start to positively compound. Is that correct?
That's it.
Awesome. And can you say the exact opposite, negative behaviors or negative things actually compound in the opposite direction and lead to bad things as well?
Yeah, but that's even worse because that's more of a down spiral.
Bad habits, bad behaviors.
Because it's easier to do bad habits.
Yeah.
It's easier to do bad habits in our society.
And I guess that comes into our education as well, right? Meaning we also don't just care for people in terms of adjustments.
No.
We also teach them how to get great results and
Yes.
really a lot of the things they can do outside their practice to get the best results with their neck pain as well. Workshops, these podcasts.
Everything we do
Nice.
is to change people's lives. To create
Nice.
people to be healthier.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. And that's one of the reasons why we're doing these podcasts. We have a whole series of workshops that we do every month to educate on different trending topics like neck pain.
Yes.
Topics important to you, our listeners, their friends, their family members as well.
For free.
For free.
Okay? I
Nice.
don't want to distinguish
Mhm.
and take away from the value that these all provide.
Awesome.
And the reason why we do it all for free is, when you have knowledge
Mhm.
or you go to an awesome restaurant
Mhm.
and you have like delicious food,
Mhm.
what's the one thing you want to do when you leave that
Oof.
restaurant?
Well, I mean, I usually like to get to dessert after, but
No. When you leave the restaurant, I go tell my friends,
all right, yeah,
I go tell my family,
yeah.
I go, guys, have you seen this restaurant? Have you been
Right.
to this restaurant?
Ah, yes.
So when you and I, we have all this knowledge around how to get people healthier, we want to share it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why we do it 3.
So good, Doc. So if I know someone who'd benefit from a checkup and they're struggling, what's the best way to get in contact with the clinic?
Jump on our website,
Yep.
yeah, thebackdoctor.com.au.
Mm-hmm.
You can also just give us a call,
Yep.
and it's 42957222,
Awesome.
and we're in Illawarra, and we'll
Awesome.
look after everyone.
Awesome. So good, Doc. Thanks for that. And before we go, would you be able to just tell me what's one of your success stories when it comes to helping someone with neck pain? Is there anyone who's standed out in your career who's had some good changes?
Yes,
Nice.
Yes.
May I hear it?
there is one person that
Okay.
always stands out to me. I'm going to use an alias name.
Of course.
Okay, his name is John.
John.
Okay.
Yep.
Now John's been coming to us for years.
Mm.
Okay, he's had neck pain issues, low back issues, works really hard,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of trade work,
Mm.
and we've done a really good job,
Mm.
but we didn't do a good enough job on teaching him bad habits.
Right.
And it wasn't until he had a flare up in his neck
Mm.
where I really had to sit down and have a conversation with him.
Yeah, of course.
And this conversation was not an easy conversation
Mm.
because you've known John for years.
Mm.
He's a great guy, great
Mhm.
family man,
Mm-hmm.
loves his sports.
Yep.
You get along, you get to know someone after that long.
Mm.
And then when just hearing how his life has down spiraled
Mm.
because there's an area that you don't see,
Mm.
and that's when they're not here.
Yeah, true.
So I really sat down with John
Mm-hmm.
and we had a discussion around his life
Mm-hmm.
and his behaviors
Mm.
because those haven't changed. Even though he created one healthy habit, which is coming in getting adjusted,
Yep.
he wasn't looking after himself in other areas.
Mm-hmm.
So just really sitting there, getting him to open up, having the firm and tough conversation around, hey, you need to do more to look after yourself. You
Yeah.
need to actually stop
Mm-hmm.
continuously banging your head.
Mm-hmm.
You need to continuously stop causing injuries, and then you need to actually stop looking
Mhm.
down on your phone.
Yeah.
Okay, constantly distracted, poor posture.
Mm.
And after a couple months after that conversation,
Mm-hmm.
boom, new person,
Yeah.
right? Wife even noticed it. He's better. He's more energy. It's got
Mhm.
nothing to do with pain, right?
Yeah.
He's just a better husband. He's just a better
That's
partner, better energy, right? He's moving better. He's just got
Mm.
such a more light around
Mm.
him.
Yeah.
And that was something that made me just go, wow,
Mm.
education is so big.
Yeah, 100%, Doc. Wow. What a powerful story.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, when you teach someone that they have all the knowledge and tools available to heal, chiropractic becomes totally different for them because they know that healing comes from above down, inside out.
Yes.
And they're not thinking that, oh, this is a treatment, this is a therapy. It's a process over time.
It's part of your lifestyle.
Yeah, and chiropractic care is done with you, not for you. You know, as chiropractors, we love you. We're not here to do the healing for you. Healing is an inside job, and the sooner you take responsibility for the things you do outside of the clinic, the better your results and the better compounding you get when you're here and get the most out of your time.
Yes.
Awesome.
And one of the biggest lessons to learn.
Awesome. Appreciate that, Doc. Well, that was pretty deep, Doc. Appreciate that. And I think we put everyone through enough today. So thank you so much, Doc. My brother from another mother.
Thank you, Dr. Ben. I appreciate
And
it.
for everyone out there, keep your spine checked by a local chiropractor as soon as possible.
See you later, guys.